All right, back we go. Video number 2 today, January 18th, Monday. Let's look at any as we work on these small caps, penny stocks. Float 6.65 million. It's very low float. Short growth is down 32%. Market cap 16 million. Cash 2.9 million. Insiders in 7.9%. Institutions only 3.48%. Not much debt, 2.5 million. Value you can see there. What do they do? Gauges in provision of containerization, virtualization, data management via hybrid cloud, global reseller network. They have UCX connection, Snap server, blah, blah, blah. Company was founded May 2nd, 2007, headquarters in Toronto, Canada. 48,000 sells and no buys by insiders. Finviz, minus 5 million income sales, 3.9 million float, 5.7 million. See, Rainmaker Worldwide announces strengthening of its team following sale. Border subsidiary Rainmaker Holland B to Severe 3D Corp. That was some news. I'm not sure if had anything to do with this. Let me see down here. Not too much news in this. Other news. Let's look down at what they say. They do a lot with application virtualization, Americas, Europe, Middle East, Africa, Asia Pacific. Data management. All right. Let's take a look. You can see another one of these, the daily, 2013 this came around, pumped all the way up. Wasn't 2200. New reverse splits. I don't know what it was then, maybe 22 or something like that. You have two reverse splits, 2017, 2018. And the weekly, just dropped all the way down. We're flat. Let's go to the daily, see where we're at. All right, so once the split happened, this was 25, kept going down, 20, 15, dropped to 10. You have a little bit gap here. Then November, this had a reverse split. This bounced all the way up to 7, came crashing down, crashing down. This kept going till we found under 50 cents. And, with March, a lot of stocks bounced from the coronavirus. This was already going down, but this went up from March, 50 cents all the way up to 525. Look at this run. That's a great run for a penny stock. You're holding it down here. You take a shot. Sometimes you take a shot and is a spec play. And this thing took off. And then it came back down again. Look at this. But the low's holding now. You have 50, 125, 150. So this right here, this 125 is huge. If this can hold here, this maybe it'll go back and forth, and then we can work our way back up here. So after this big move on this volume, this was 5.2 million, and it's going sideways. Immediately you don't want this to go below 2. And if you go 2, you're going to sneak back this 175 level and 150. So 2 is the key level. And then key level here is over 225. We get over 225, form a base there. Then we can start moving up and get to, looks like 275 is pretty big too. So 275 to 3. And any spike up will probably be along this trend line, this 450 line, that big, big candle right there. All right. So any, the low's been getting higher. So that is promising to see on any. All right. Next stock. This stock's been on fire. This is OCUL. Ocular Therapeutics. Float 70 million. It's higher float. Short goes down. They have a market cap 1.53 billion. That's huge. Cash 70 million. 6.62 insiders. Institutions own 50%. That's really good. Enterprise value. Look at that. 1.38 billion. Only 54 million in debt. What did they do? Buy a pharmaceutical company. Engages development and commercialization of therapies for diseases of the eye. Its products pipeline include Extenza. Company was founded by Amar Preet Sahni and Farid Karzaravi. December 12th, 2006. Headquartered in Bedford, Massachusetts. 1.8 million buy side. Look at that on insiders. It's good. Yeah, this has been on fire. Minus 96 million in income sales, 12 million. Okay, float 63 million on FinBiz. Let's see. The latest news. I have January 7th. Michael Goldstein. They promoted him president. Ophthalmology appoints Rabia Gurza Azan MD, senior vice president. What else? Ocular's SNDA for Dextenza gets FDA acceptance. Shares are up. That was December 23rd. This is why the stock's been on fire, rocketing. All right, so let me see. Phase three, a few phase three drugs. Anything else? Reading through here. Clinical trials and phase threes. That one was approved. So they have a lot going on here. Looks like they have a few in the pipeline too. All right, so in a monthly, this was back 2014. You can see here's at $12. This thing shot up to 44. 2015 came all the way back for years, going down. On the weekly, you can see in the weekly it's going down, going down. Trend was down till recently, where we popped. And let me see, is this double bottom right here? Yeah, pretty much a three. When this kept going down, this six level in January, see this right here? This was at three, bounced up to seven, came back to five, but the lows were getting higher, except for this cluster. Look at this. So it's been climbing, climbing very slowly over months and months. Then it came back down to 10. And then right here started to move right over this 12 level in November, like every other stock. Every other stock, his stock market's been on fire. And this, like, with news too. News has been coming out in these stocks. It's everything at once, it seems. It's really strange. And then 12, look at this. This thing went up because that approved drug kept going. 13's over 20. See this? It's a long. Now we're back and forth because, once the run is in, it just can't keep going straight up. So right now it's like 20 is big in this. See this 20 level? We've touched it a few times. It hasn't gone through. It's bounced back. So you want this to hold 20. If it goes below 20, that 19 handle, and then 18 would be immediate. They're the 1, 2. So you want that to really hold. And as far as the high up here, you have the high a day, which is like 24 right here. Call it right up here. Get my candle up here. This line, I mean. All right, so see this? So we went up, touchdown. We're in this channel right now, but the 20 is key. Now, if we can start, maybe bouncing next week and this thing comes up, you could get a good little run here, $4. So this had an approved drug. This has been on fire. They don't have a lot of debt, and they have a lot in the pipeline. So this is looks very good, even long term. But that's a big run from here to here. So you get a watch on this stock. All right, let's get a Volt. All right, Volt. Let's check it out. Volt Information Sciences, 12 million float, short growth minus 28%, market cap 55 million. They have good revenue, 822 million. Insiders own 42%. That's good. Institutions 26%. Current debt 104 million. It's worth enterprise value 100 million, so it's undervalued. Yeah, I'm not reading all that right now. 271,000 buys on the buy side and insiders. Minus 21 million income. Sales 869 million. 13 million float. Any news on this recently? They had fourth quarter results. Just haven't seen that recently. What do they do? They provide traditional time, materials based, project based staffing services, United States, Europe, Canada, Asia Pacific. personal recruitment, staff management, employment services. Company offers call center payroll services. So a lot of recruitment and base staffing. Company was founded in 1950, headquartered in New York, New York. It serves multi-international customers, aerospace, automotive, banking, finance, electronics. Okay. They're into a lot of stuff, it seems. The staffing. All right, monthly. This has been around since, well, this is one of the longer ones. 1984. Then this thing shot up from like $2 all the way to 45. 1997 came back down. A reverse split in 2007. Then we came back down again. This is as low as it's been maybe all time. Weekly, see the weekly. See this double top, and then it came crashing down. Let's look at the daily. Let's move it a little bit closer. So, this was down from 12, 2016, down again. The highs are getting lower, the lows are getting lower. So here we are from May of 2019. And it's just crashed hard with March. The coronavirus, this thing took a dive. So what do we have now in this? Looks like right here, when this crashed down, this made a nice run up too, like all stocks, coronavirus. It's double bottom, like 75 triple. Look at all these stops. And then we came up, found this 175 line. Couldn't break then, but the low went down here, and the low's getting higher. See this little cluster, another low, cluster. So anytime you see that, and then look your pattern form, the ascending triangle. Ascending triangle is the low getting higher, and a line right here you're going to get over eventually, which they did in November. Big run up. And where'd you pull back to? Right to your 175, which was resistance, became support. So this is actually a classic chart to learn from, because you have the run up here, the low getting higher. That's it. Ascending triangle. And then eventually get over your point, and then when it comes, or not your point, your line, and it comes back down, and then that becomes support. That's how it works. And then went a little bit below. So here we go. January. Look at this run up. The big candle, 4.6 million. This thing took off over 325. Pulled back pretty hard. Anytime you see that, you want to take profits. You don't want to sit there and hold it. So we're caught in between now. Is this going to drift back to 225, to maybe even 175? Now, if it keeps drifting a little bit, look for a bounce, your 1320 EMA. They're classic bounce zones. And then, this one, you just wanted to get back to that 325 level right here. See this line here? Because look at this. That's a big candle there. There's a cluster here. And then there's your recent move. So this one's pretty much in this zone now. So we'll see what it does next week. All right, last one. ISEE. Check my computer. Anything here? All right, IC is Averic Bio, 76 million float, short growth's increasing 86%, market cap 511 million. They have 231 million in cash. Institutions or insiders own 14%, institutions 77%. Current debt's only 130,000. It's good. It's overvalued. See 298 million, but market cap. It's a biopharmaceutical company which engages in discovery, developing, commercializing novel therapeutics to treat ophthalmic diseases. Did I pronounce that right? Ophthalmic. Age-related orphan retinal diseases. Products include Zimura gene therapy. It's founded by David R. Geyer, Samir Chandrakantanak. Hold on. Samir Kandra Kant. Patel. On January 5th, 2007, headquarters, New York, New York. 34,000 buys, 3.4 million sells on the sell side. Yeah, right. Minus 76 million in income. Float 84 million. Yeah, report inducement grants on their Nasdaq listing. I didn't read that. I'm not sure what that means exactly. All right, let's go down. Do you have any orphan drugs? It says here. Companies, no orphan drug, orphan retinal disease. Companies developing Zamora C5, it's a phase 2 drug. Has an agreement with University of Massachusetts Medical School to develop therapy products. All right. So there we go. Let's look at the monthly on this. This had 2013 has came around, $26. This thing shot up to 80. Big run 2015, 16, then crashed down 2016. Look at that move. Way down. Your weekly, you had a big gap down, and then we've been stuck pretty much in this zone. It was the failed drug. And you have right here the one zone. This line right here at one. You go all the way down here, this one zone. Look how this crashed. This was up at 40, then the failed drug, and then this came screaming down to 10. And look at this. Then you're back and forth for 2018, 2019. So I'm trying to get right at one. You see this a touch one, January 19, and then November 2019. This thing took off from one to 850 plus. Look at that run. Big run. Then we came all the way back down. Really averse to three. Then we bounced up to the 650 level. And then the low kept getting higher. Look at this. See the low from here to here to here. And now we're in a place where it went up to 750 and came back 650. And then it's been on a downtrend right here. Look at this. Very oversold here. Is it going to bounce from this trend line like another low? I think it could. Look how far away here. It's not a bad time to get in when you're that low. It might go to 550. Look for 550 to hold. If it doesn't, you're just gonna have to wait. You're just going line to line here, see what's gonna stop here. So 550 is key. And then we want this to squeeze back up to the 650 and get back up here. Anywhere 650 to 850 again. Once we get over this, 650 is big on this. All right, so that's on that. It's on a downtrend right now. ISEE. All right. Please subscribe to StockTwits, Mike Cayman Trades, Instagram, Mike Frank98, TikTok, Mike Frank I, Twitter, Mike Frank 007. Trade Ideas is on my YouTube if you want to click that link and check it out. And subscribe to YouTube, Mike Cayman Trades, and hit the like button. But we're out for now. Peace.